update video, part 2, trying to figure out why we got a locked up hydramatic. The rear tortoise shell, it's all still in good shape, but basically this piece which splines in to the inner coupler, dual coupler trans, this is one of them. It's got a whole nother second piece, but this splines into the dual coupler. These 6 notches spline into this. That's why when I would twist on it, locked up, it had a spring back effect. Got springs in here like a pressure plate. But these 4, where they spline into the other coupler, you can actually see where it's beat up on one side of it. That's essentially locked up. When I took the outer part of the Taurus is pretty easy to dissect. If you know how to use snap ring pliers, front planetary good, you can dissect the Taurus off this thing pretty easy. But once I got the front shell open, the internals spun real easy. And that's essentially what it was, is this piece being hooked to the outer shell, what it had grabbed here was the locked up piece. So a little bit more inspection of some of the components. Here's the servo, does the tightening on the band. You can see where that thing, the way it pointed up, it was just like a metal catch. Got the valve body down there. Here's the rear bell housing. Most of the bushings actually looks fairly good on it. A lot of the bushing surfaces still in pretty good shape. And I found another video online where somebody had a Jetaway 315. He was disassembling. It's about the only other one, but his had a similar failure. He pulled his rear coupler out. When he pulled the rear coupler out, where it had been rubbing on the case like mine, but he's like, whoa, something's missing off here. And then he found this ring locked up inside in here. But so apparently that's what causes the failure. This ring lets go. I haven't pulled this open yet to see if something come apart inside this coupler to maybe make this expand, make it kick that ring out of it. I'm not sure, but essentially the ring gets caught in there. You can see mine was where it scratched on the side. The ring was up top of it. I could see that down through this hole that the snap ring was out of place, but essentially that ring gets out of place. You can see some metal shavings in there. That ring gets out of place, and then that whole back part of that coupler, the housing, starts rubbing on here. So essentially that's what had mine locked up. You can see where it broke one of the whole teeth off there. I don't know if we're going to find where the whole front pump's locked up or something, but that tooth is way down in there still. But anyhow, more to go. About to tear into the second trans, but happy to now know for sure what had this thing locked up.